안녕하세요. Hello, everyone. This is going to be a fun video. It has come to my attention that some within the Niagara Regional Police, specifically those in command positions, quietly, behind the scenes, are running scared over this Del Duca incident. Based on my recent conversations, secondhand sources with direct knowledge, and independent firsthand sources I have within the service, they have shared that the police service has real concerns over my December 17th interaction with Constable Ashley Del Duca and the other officers. The concern seems to run the gambit from the unconstitutional detention and citation to the constable's malicious comments and patronizing, smarmy attitude, all of which was unprovoked, unwarranted, and deeply traumatic. Again, based on multiple sources, there seems to be movement and conversation within our broken, dysfunctional police service regarding how to best mitigate their liability and prevent the upcoming investigations from professional standards, the Human Rights Tribunal, and potential civil penalties. The NRPS, again, this is what I'm being told, straight from the command, seem to believe a few pretty wild things. Niagara Regional Police seems to believe that I provoked Del Duca into demanding my dead name, and I somehow provoked her subsequent behavior. The Niagara Regional Police believes that I attempted to elicit a police response, despite informing the NRT that I was filming the property, which is open to the public, and that the facility was a government-funded and municipally owned enterprise. The Niagara Regional Police believe that I am only in this for the money, even though I twice asked for the NRPS to meet with me and to have the constable apologize, and I would refrain from filing any complaints. The Niagara Regional Police, according to my sources who are independent of each other, have confirmed that the NRPS are now proactively monitoring all or most of my social media channels, and I can only speculate on this part, for intelligence gathering purposes in the lead up to multiple investigations from the OIPRD, HRTO, and my upcoming trial. Now, some have asked, why didn't I just leave and take it up with the region, the transit commission, or the police later? Except for the police, I did. I contacted the region, I contacted the city, I contacted the commissionaires in Hamilton and the Niagara Region Transit. They either refused to respond or accused one of the other parties of poor or no explicit instructions. It was a shell game where everybody else was blaming somebody else and I was getting nowhere. No one was interested in sorting out where the confusion over filming was. These organizations did not care that their on-site security was unhinged and going rogue on individuals and patrons at this site. Challenging it in court was the most efficient way for me to make permanent change. The police could not care if they acted unprofessionally, unruly, or unlawfully, and an email to corporate communications from me or anyone else in this region would go unanswered. Some people, including a swath of trolls on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, have suggested that perhaps Ashley slipped up and didn't mean it, or see nothing wrong with the behavior of Del Duca. And I don't even know how to take this seriously. Nothing about Ashley's body language, including her snarky head bob or her lean in on me, shows me her to be a thoughtful, caring, or professional person. Her body language demonstrates this was not an accident when she started to use transphobic terms against me to insult me. Additionally, if this was a slip up, and it wasn't, why in the 20 to 30 minutes she was on the scene did she never once endeavor to apologize, even after I pointed out this cruel behavior to her and her colleagues? It's obvious why. Being an officer with the Niagara Regional Police Service means never having to say you're sorry. Again, this conduct, this interaction highlights that we have a deep existential issue with recruitment, training, oversight, and the chauvinistic bravado that exists within our policing culture here in Niagara. It is never the victim's responsibility for the conduct of the offender. While some people are very comfortable in 2024 to blame the victim for the offender's actions, ultimately the legal and moral responsibility for the wrongdoing lies with the person who willfully or otherwise committed the offense. On the 17th of December, I was told that I needed to present my name and bio details from 2 different officers, which is incorrect. Also, what is indisputable is the fact that I was trolled in real life by an unhinged, unfit, chauvinistic transphobe, Ashley Del Duca, who believed it was reasonable and lawful to demand my dead name 19.06 seconds after she jumped out of her patrol vehicle. As I have said many times before, photography is not a crime. Taking photos and filming cannot be the basis for an order to disperse, for trespass, or for disorderly conduct. This isn't merely my opinion as a duly licensed individual with the Law Society of Ontario or as a current officer of the court. This is an established and settled area of case law that the security guards at the bus terminal, the NRT, and the NRPS seem to ignore in hopes that their violations of my rights and their bad deeds will go unnoticed. Fortunately, with my trial coming up in 5 or 6 months, I will be obtaining full disclosure and seeking out additional disclosure from the NRPS, which in turn will only bolster my HRTO filings, my OIPRD complaint, and quite possibly a civil action against these 4 respondents. That's an update. For those who have followed me on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you so much. There has been some small change as a result of this unfortunate encounter. And when these stuff start to work themselves out in the court system and the judicial system, there'll be even more change, more substantive changes. Okay, but I just wanted to give everybody an update real quick. Those are my thoughts on the matter. As always, make good trouble. Be an ally. Annyeong. Have a good night, everyone.